Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background, and I'm the author of the books Truth and Empathy, How to Find Your Soulmate, as well as Theta-Waves Meditation. And I'll put links to my books below. This video is the MBTI personality type assessment of Jeff Bezos. He is, of course, probably the richest man on earth right now, and he recently married Lauren Chances, so I thought it would be interesting to determine his personality type. When we're trying to determine a person's brain type, it's good to know that there are four main MBTI personality types. There are sensor judgers, sensor perceivers, intuitive thinkers, and intuitive feelers. I think that Jeff Bezos is most likely a sensor perceiver, and I will explain why. And I have some notes on screen so I don't miss anything. Jeff Bezos' early life and education. Born January 12, 1964 in New Mexico. Birth name is Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen. Later took the surname of his stepfather, Miguel Bezos. He grew up in Houston, Texas, and later in Miami, Florida. His education, he graduated valedictorian from Miami Palmetto Senior High School. He earned a degree in electrical engineering and computer science from Princeton University in 1986. Early career, he worked on Wall Street in various roles at Fitel, telecom startup, and Bankers Trust, and D.E. Shaw & Co., where he became a senior VP by the age of 30. At Amazon entrepreneurship in 1994, he quit a lucrative Wall Street job and moved to Seattle to start an online bookstore. In 1995, he launched Amazon.com from his garage. Initially, he sold mostly books, then expanded into a vast range of products, led Amazon's evolution into a tech giant. So, for example, Kindle in 2007, so it revolutionized digital reading. Amazon Web Services became the world's leading cloud platform. It introduced Prime, Alexia, and same-day delivery models. Other ventures, in 2000, Bezos founded Blue Origin, a private aerospace company, and this company aims to make space travel accessible and sustainable. It completed successfully suborbital flights in the New Shepard rocket. In 2013, he bought the Washington Post for $250 million and revitalized the newspaper's digital operations and profitability. Later years and wealth. He regularly ranked among the world's richest people, often number one. In 2021, he stepped down as CEO of Amazon and became executive chairman. He focused more on Blue Origin, philanthropy, and climate initiatives. For example, Bezos Earth Fund. In terms of his personal life, Jeff Bezos divorced Mackenzie Scott in 2019. They have 4 children together. He is right now married to Lauren Sanchez, and he's known for his long-term vision and relentless focus on consumer experience and innovation. When we look at Jeff Bezos' life trajectory, is that he is the type of person who enjoys risk. He likes things that are different and new. And you'll see that sensor perceivers are the type of people who like to build companies, they like entrepreneurship. So it's not by accident that Jeff Bezos quit a lucrative job on Wall Street and decided to start his own company. Sensor perceivers often have a high tolerance for risk, and even if they encounter problems, roadblocks, they tend to persevere. And if a person wants to build wealth, one of the best ways is to start a company, and that's what Jeff Bezos have done. So you will see that amongst the 4 main personality types, the ones who will accumulate the most wealth is usually the sensor perceivers because of the choice of careers they usually follow. So Jeff Bezos preferred to quit a profitable, actually a lucrative job on Wall Street to pursue his dream of creating a company like Amazon. And Jeff Bezos is among the most intuitive of the sensors, but he's not an intuitive. The reason being is that if you look at his jaw development, he is most likely a mouth breather instead of a nose breather. If it was the case, his tongue would rest on the roof of his mouth, it would shape his upper jaw, and he would have high cheekbones and a well-developed jaw, which is not the case. Now, the other aspect is whether Jeff Bezos is a feeler or a thinker. In other words, does he make most of his decisions based on ethics and morals or logic? So I would lean more him being a thinker, because if you look at his academic sort of career, is that he has chosen to study mostly math and science, and he said that he was very good in terms of putting things together. So he's more of an engineer, just like Elon Musk. So I would say that he's someone who might be struggling with his personal relationships. Like, he's someone who is object-oriented versus people-oriented, and that actually served him well, because if you're going to start a business, you're going to encounter a lot of conflict, and if someone is too sensitive, it's harder to build a company and have thicker skin. The people who are sensitive perceivers and are also left brain dominant, as ESTPs and ICPs, tend to excel as entrepreneurs. So it's not surprising that he's doing so well. And sensitive perceivers tend to be very curious and they like to expand. So it's not by accident that Amazon, although it started as an online bookstore, now is venturing into different businesses and different areas of life. So right now he's even thinking about launching rockets into space, and looking at, even if you look at Amazon, it sells pretty much everything that we can think of. So this is something that you'll see with sensitive perceivers. Now let's determine if Jeff Bezos is an introvert or extrovert. Introverts need to be alone or with a few close friends and family members to feel energized. They tend to be a bit more shy and they're not as expressive. Extroverts need to be around other people. They don't like to be isolated, and they feel a sense of sort of energy if they are around people, and they tend to be more social. And I would say that Jeff Bezos is most likely an introvert. Jeff Bezos did say that growing up he was pretty much a nerd. He doesn't come across as very much a very social person or very outgoing. So I would say that he's most like an ISTP, and the ISTP is often described as the engineer, and I think that's in line with the choices that he made into his career over the years. So I would say that Jeff Bezos is most likely, again, an ISTP. And let me know what you think about this MBTI personality types assessment by commenting below. If you like this video, if you learned something, please click on the like button. Also remember to click on the notification bell to be notified of other videos I'm going to be making. Subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon.